College resides the discovered woolly mammoth, hairy mastodon. It is evidence of animals roaming the streets of DuPage during the Ice Age. When the Ice Age ended, so did DuPage's climate. According to Richard A. Thompson, author of A History of DuPage, DuPage was once surrounded by 1,000 swamps, marshes, and bogs, and the climate was more moderate. After 4000 BC, the climate became more temperate to what it is now. The history of DuPage County is long and rich. The county was formed by nature and early settlers who have shaped how those who resonate in DuPage County live today.
It's a beautiful day. I love being outdoors. I work all week pretty much indoors, and it's nice to just be able to be out, and especially now in the fall, you're getting ready for winter, and it's nice to actually enjoy the remaining days of the warm weather.
Here at the Forest Preserve and all over DuPage, the effects can still be seen about 100,000 years after the fact. Today, many of the country's famous nature preserves, like the Morton Arboretum and the DuPage Forest Preserve, hold keys to our country's past. The end of this era led to one of the most turbulent times in the history of the county, the country in the Civil War era.
The Civil War was also vital to DuPage County because it created a second generation of strong leaders for the county. This included people such as Marcellus Jones. Marcellus Jones was a Civil War soldier who served in the 8th Illinois Cavalry. This cavalry has is known as the cavalry that was where the first shot was fired at the Battle of Gettysburg.
The abolitionist movement was particularly strong in the DuPage area.
In 1853, John Cross was the president of Illinois Institute. This college would eventually become Wheaton College in 1860, but John Cross was a known abolitionist. In 1860, when the college became Wheaton College and the first president was Jonathan Blanchard, Blanchard was also an abolitionist, and he supported fugitive slaves on the Underground Railroad.
As time moved on, so did DuPage. Soon DuPage would move into the modern era along with the rest of the country.
The railroads were incredibly important to DuPage County and the development and growth of DuPage County. For the first reason of transportation in the early 1800s was very slow, and oftentimes traveling by covered wagon, you would get stuck in the mud. The roads would be huge ruts. The roads were muddy when it rained. It was icy when it snowed. Sometimes they were completely impassable. After a while, they started putting planks on the roads, and that's where you get some counties still have roads named Plank Road. These roads would become slippery when the wood boards would get wet, or they would sink in the mud and they'd have to be replaced. The boards would crack, and then there'd be uneven. So the travel was very difficult in that time period. They would travel on rivers, which we do have the DuPage River, East and West Branch, coming through DuPage County. However, it's not a large river like the Mississippi, so taking big barges down it is not as readily accessible as, say, using the Mississippi.
During the boom times of the century, the population of DuPage grew exponentially. All right, how long have you been living in DuPage County?
Over 30 years.
30 years.
Yes.
What transformations have you seen from now till then?
Wow, the traffic has increased dramatically.
Today, people enjoy the natural sights and sounds of this country. As you can see, DuPage County has undergone many transformations over the years. From woolly mammoths wandering our what-would-be streets, to the making of an underground railroad stop, to today, where the accumulation of events has led us to the grounds of the College of DuPage. DuPage is mired in beauty, especially on the nature variety. From the Morton Arboretum to the DuPage Forest Preserve, there are many reminders of the history of this great county. Who knows what will happen to this great county in the next 100 years or so, but rest assured, DuPage County will keep rolling on to its prosperous path. For Group 5, I'm Imani Hill.